everybody, it's Jason with Premier Guitar. We're at the Blackstar booth at the Winter NAMM show in Anaheim. We're with Steve from Blackstar, and we are going to be talking for the first time at the Blackstar booth about bass amps, which are all the whole series behind us. So tell us a little bit, Steve, about how the bass amp line kind of came together and what was kind of the idea behind it.
Sure. How are you, Jason? Unity Pro bass system from Blackstar. Blackstar is now a decade old, and we thought it was the right time to bring out a bass range. For as long as I can remember, people have been asking for a bass. So the R&D that's gone into this is about 3 years. So a lot of work's gone in. It's all combo range at the moment, and starting from around about $229 MAP in the US to around about $600, something like that. We've got a 30 watt, a 60 watt, 120 watt, 250 watt, 500 watt, 210. But what's really exciting about the range is we've got a powered cab involved. This is an Eminence driver in here. It's a 15-inch, 250 watt active or passive cab that you can add to any amp in the range to give you more power on stage. Yeah.
So tell us, walk us through some of the controls we have on top here.
Yeah, sure. So the first part of the amp that you see, input stage, we've got a pad switch for active or passive basses. The whole input stage is analog. From that point onwards, it's digital. Okay. So the first thing we see is 3 options of voicing. That's not so dissimilar to most digital bass amps, right? But what's different on here is we've got a response control. So each voice has 3 responses, so it's really versatile to dial in your sound, you know? Blackstar's ethos to sound in your head, it still transpires through to bass. So I'll give you some good examples of that in a moment. Flat works really well with linear to give you that nice Class D high headroom. Modern works really well with 6L6 to give you that F-type curve, glassy. And then 6550 gives you that really nice tube growl with the classic to get that SVT style. But you can make it your own.
So right now we are in flat linear, right? That's what we're hearing. All right, so let's move over to one of the other settings and check it out.
Yeah, sure. I'll jump from the original to the next one.
So this is modern 6L6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then lastly, we'll show you classic with 6550 for that nice growl. So lots going on and lots of choices. The next thing we see is 3 choices of drive. Okay, so what we have here is Overdrive, Distortion and Fuzz. Overdrive is a nice, rich, harmonic, natural preamp drive. Distortion is based on a stomp box in the front end of the amp. Fuzz is based on a classic sort of big muff style. Sure. And you can blend it with the drive control. Okay, so this isn't the amount of gain. The drive control allows you to blend in the signal of the overdrive underneath your original signal. So if I dial in the distortion on the pedal, if that's at 0, we're still going to be clean, right? If I bring that up to about 50%, okay, so I can switch that in and out at will on stage. We have a 3-band EQ with a semi-parametric sweepable mid. We then have a choice of chorus and octave. So the chorus has a set rate, but you can actually change the level on the rear panel. There's some small trim pots, okay? So at the moment it's set to 100%. So here's our chorus. We then have an octave choice. It gives you a difference between low and high or a mixture of the two, so it's basically a pog. I can, again, stick that on with the pedal. We then have a compressor, which again is switchable on the floor with an overall control of the attack. And then also a chromatic tuner on the floor as well. So again, what's really interesting is when we start to connect here to the extension cab, because you increase the power each time you connect one, so it's all good.
And what will be availability on the line?
Okay, so I think these will be landing in stores late spring, early summer. Yeah.
So where can people go online to find out more about the new Unity Pro series and all the other things that Blackstar's doing?
Yeah, so you can check out www.blackstaramps.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Steve. We're going to have you play us out.
Thank you, man.
All right. This is Jason Shadrick with PremierGuitar.com. Take it away, Steve.